We are back for round six. Don't look for a round five because we do not have it. Unfortunately, that footage was lost.
I'll take the blame for that one.
All good. We got plenty of magic here to watch. We've got some Terravore for the first time on camera this tournament. Kind of a classic Terra Oath of Druids deck.
Just running regular blue or white green, nothing special. Just playing, but he is playing Winter Grasps in main to give even more land hate to grow that Terravore.
Actually, I take that back. We had a Terravore round one.
Oh yeah.
And then we have Stiflenought.
Yeah, so it looks like this is Matthew R's build. No AKs I'm noticing, so this one's going for more fast and efficient card draw, like it's maxing out on the opt. We have a Sabo's Web in the sideboard. So that's interesting because after the Tide ban, it looks like there's generally two directions with the Stiflenought decks. So they either play some of the utility lands like the Mishra's factories, or they go for a build that's all islands or maybe one Coliseum so they can play the web. And that's actually really good in this matchup. Um, so yeah, but other than that, looks pretty solid.
But with only 4 Siphonaut, that is only 4 chances to kill your opponent, which may come up, may not come up. And Mishra's Factory allows you to play around Oath of Druids very, very well.
The misdirection in the main deck is interesting.
Oh yeah, that's another one. That one's really good in like control matchups because then it's basically force of will in the counter war. But it could be good here too, like if Isaac goes for like a disenchant on the dreadnought, he can redirect it to something like a sphere or a Sylvan Library.
Yeah, I if I was in charge of Magic the Gathering rules, you wouldn't be able to misdirection a counterspell onto misdirection because it
Hmm.
just seems so unintuitive to me, but
Yeah.
I understand how it works.
Matt flexing on us with his LobsterCon mat, and Isaac with his Mox mat with a sketch by Dan Frazier.
I think all of us tried to get into LobsterCon this year, but were unsuccessful.
Apparently, I at 11:02, I was 72nd in waiting line. So the dreams are dead.
Yeah, I didn't try very hard, but even if I did, well, at least the Beltway Baloths will be represented at LobsterCon
They
this
are.
year,
Isaac will be there.
and Pablo will be there. That's all I
That might
know.
that might be it.
Tom as well, right? I think
Yeah,
you got yeah.
that might be it.
Well, I guess we'll just have to start GrabCon in Maryland.
I think so. Look out for that. But also, look out for the Summer Salvage, June 13th at Tournament City Games in Frederick, Maryland. We'll be doing another 1K. Hopefully, same attendance, 100% pricing into as store credit. So last one we had 40 attendance, so it was 1.2K in pricing. It was all good fun. We are a full proxy and gold water friendly event. So if you don't own all the real cards, don't worry about it. Come out and have a good time.
Unless you play Stasis, then you can say
Yeah,
you
you're
can say
banned.
that.
You
Yeah.
can stay home.
I played against Stasis twice at this tournament. The both Stasis players I played against them. One of them I beat, one of them I did not.
There will be later on in the rounds a surprise jump scare.
Yeah. We'll circle back.
I see a sphere of resistance and a Mox Diamond.
Yeah.
That's usually pretty good on against Dreadnought.
Their main combo costs 4 instead of 2.
And all their cantrips, 2 mana.
And their free backup now costs 1.
Oh no.
Backbreaking.
Yeah, normally this wouldn't feel great to Winter's Grasp an island from Stiflenought because I don't know, you get a little blown out by days, but with a Sphere of Resistance in play, it's good either way. And then here we have Matthew phasing out the Sphere, but is not able to capitalize on it. I guess he was hoping to draw a land to maybe get a Dreadnought down. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is unfortunate for him. And now Isaac can resolve a seal to protect against the Dreadnought. And Arishodon port now to further tighten the vice grip.
Matt choosing to concede rather than be blown out by this Mistress Factory.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Still had some time, but I guess what is he drawing into really? Chain of Vapor. Even then, he still has to not only stick the Dreadnought, but then also protect it from that seal in play. And then by that time,
Yeah, he'd
the
need.
Fear of Resistance is back.
Yeah,
So, understandable concession.
he'd need to see 4 lands and then a free piece of counter magic. So foil. So a 6 land and something else. It just doesn't seem like he'd have enough time.
Yeah, I actually played against Isaac in this tournament and was also on Stiflenought, and it was definitely one of the harder matches that I had because there's just so much interaction and resource denial.
Both of his hands don't seem that great, but this mold of 6 is definitely a lot better than that initial 7.
Yeah, no Mox Diamond from Isaac. No. Oh, there it is. Um, but he's got interaction.
Isaac not knowing that Matthew is not playing Mishra's, so he's electing to keep the Wasteland in hand. It might be beneficial to run out that Aura of Silence rather than hold open for the swords.
Yeah, I guess this plays around days, but if you get the aura and it sticks, then the main combo costs what, 4? So,
And they have to have a piece of protection.
right, exactly.
It looks like Isaac, he could play around days now, but he's just opting not to run the Aura of Silence into a counterspell, kind of force Matthew to do something or go to discard. But he should have cantrips he can use his mana with and find some land drops. All right, he's going for it.
Now, I think if you're Isaac, you just throw out the Aura of Silence now
Yeah, for sure.
and seal up the next Dreadnought.
Fortunately for Matthew, this STP did increase his life total quite a bit, and right now Isaac's only threat is the factory, so he does have time.
Yeah, bottom 6 turns.
Yeah.
I wonder what Matthew's thought process was for going for the Dreadnought there when he didn't have an answer for his swords. Maybe he had misdirection or something else. Maybe he was just hoping Isaac didn't have it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to
Yeah.
put them on it, and they either have it or they're dead in 2 turns. Isaac yet to see a Terravore, an Oath of Druids, or a Sylvan Library. A lot of Mox Diamonds and Mishra's Factories from his side of the board this match.
Is that Call the Herd?
I think so.
Choosing to foil the Call the Herd.
Can't feel great.
I believe that's an accurate light count on Matthew now. 26.
Okay. Isaac starts to flash back the Call the Herd, but Matthew stops him with the counter spell. But then Isaac has to tap some mana for that Call the Herd.
Choosing the bottom, top card. Matthew doing a great job of keeping his hand away from the camera.
Yeah, we got no idea what's going on there.
That Sabo's what we were talking about earlier would be really good here.
Absolutely. But he could just, it would force him to use the Orb of Silence to out the Sabo's Web.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a worthwhile trade.
Yeah.
Nice. Sylvan Library from Isaac. If I had Isaac, I'd be cracking that fetch lane to thin that deck out as far as possible.
Yeah, because the deck already plays so many lands.
I guess he's holding it for another Sylvan Library, but I don't I don't see that resolving.
No, especially now with Matthew's hand, he's almost to the point where he can. If he gets another island, he doesn't have to worry about the Rishon Port anymore. He can just hard cast foils. Matthew has 8 turns to find an answer.
The one little Mishra's Factory that could.
It looks like there's a Dreadnought and a Vision Charm in hand. He's just waiting for another piece of protection.
It's gotta be a stifle or some way to bait out this Aura of Silence sacrifice. Or another Vision
Yeah,
Charm.
another Vision Charm would do it.
I guess end step Chain of Vapor.
Yeah,
Like bounce it and then yeah.
that too. So, a lot of.
There's definitely outs.
Yeah.
It's where Isaac can close this trap in before Matthew can get there. There's the chain.
This Mishra's factory is going to get promoted to a workshop after the game. Oh,
Oh,
there it is.
man.
Yeah. Rough.
Absolutely. If I'm Isaacs, I'm cracking that fetch land here.
Oh, well, there's library, so I guess his patience paid off.
He doesn't have to worry about counterspell. There's a foil gone, and he can play around days.
And he's got the mana to redeploy the seal, the Aura of Silence, and also play the library.
Absolutely.
And might as well start with the one that Matthew knows about. No, he's going to go with the library first.
Tapping the wasteland, I see. Under web.
I know. Brutal.
But now, presumably, he gets to resolve the Aura.
Gushing here to see if we can find an answer, I assume. Looking for another Dreadnought. Or another Stifle.
Okay, it looks like he's casting Flash of Insight for 1.
Yes, it looks like. I imagine instep he'll Flash of Insight and dig for 12 and see if he can find the other piece and then get that Dreadnought to stick around.
Yeah, it seems a little unfair that on top of all these cantrips, Dreadnought also gets to play an instant speed Demonic Tutor.
Looks like Matthew discarded a Dominate.
Yeah. And Isaac is not sacrificing the seal yet, just being patient, letting its static effect do work and serve as a potential answer for a Dreadnought. Although he would probably like to get in that with that Mishra's Factory.
Yes, that Sphere sticking. So everything Matthew wanted to do now costs. Dreadnought costs 4 mana to deploy.
Yep, and then the Stifle or Vision Charm another 2, so now it's a 6 mana combo.
8 mana if you want it to live.
Oh, yeah.
Treetop Village. Maybe now Isaac will sacrifice the Aura to blow up the Saw's Web. No, not yet.
Drawing another Mox Diamond. I think you just crack the Windswept and get some of these lands out of hand. You're at 20. You're not too concerned, although Matthew is getting to the correct number of lands he would need to out everything.
But now Isaac has a naturalized and a swords in hand.
Isaac yet to see an oath.
Yeah.
I would imagine. Don't you sideboard those out against Stiflenought? What do you think?
Yes and no. It does put a threat on the board, and if you, I guess he is not playing any quiet spec package to gain you an advantage off of your mills, but he might have just sided in more removal. I'm not sure if Isaac is on Cataclysm or not. The Powder Keg being a great answer.
Ah, yes, the 5 mana powder keg. So now, if Isaac wanted to blow up the Sawbill's Web to get in with the manlands, those are covered by the powder keg. So probably just going to be sitting here for a
Unless you
little
can
while longer.
find another naturalize.
Yeah.
Matthew will deck first.
Right. Well,
Okay, going for naturalize on the web. I think this is Isaac's main phase. Okay.
now he's thinking whether to keep it at 0 or to uptick to out the sphere. There is merit in keeping it at 0 because if Isaac animates the factory at 3-for-1s, because it blows up the diamonds as well. But I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Going up. Isaac's got a turn.
Yeah. Hmm.
If Isaac can get another naturalize effect, Matthew is in a really, really rough spot here.
Yeah. Tapping.
Fetch, Isaac, fetch. Seeing a Terravore, which probably decent size. Matthew having 7 open mana. Getting in for 5. Snap.
Yeah, I was wondering what could Matthew have. I guess.
I was thinking boomerang.
Yeah, I don't really expect snap out of Dreadnought, but not bad here.
No.
Wouldn't it cost 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the mana.
Yeah. Wait. Now he's flashing.
Main phase flash, which is interesting.
Is that?
It seems like it. He doesn't have the correct amount of mana tapped. I'm not sure how many he exiled.
Enough.
Well, this is his third handful of cards he picked up.
I love these late games where Flash of Insight is basically the Mnemonic Tutor.
Absolutely.
Okay, we had another camera freeze there, but it looks like Matthew was able to resolve a Dreadnought. And Isaac has a Terravore and a Hidden Gibbons.
And he was able to out the Sphere Resistance and the Port of Silence.
And yeah, this is pretty jarring, but we see from here Matthew playing another Dreadnought and basically using it to give a Dreadnought vigilance. So sacrificing the one Dreadnought to the other's ECB trigger, which is a very heads up play.
Not sure if that Hidden Gibbons is live or not. I'm not sure the size of that Terravore. But I imagine it's at least 5 or 6 power.
Yeah, it's got to be smaller than the Dreadnought. because Matthew attacked into it last turn. Both players at 8 life.
Isaac does have a 3-point boost on the Dreadnought if he were to sacrifice that Windswept and then strip or wasteland his own brushlands.
I counted 4 lands in Isaac's graveyard, I think.
Isaac deep in the tank here.
Swinging with Factory.
So the Terravor is on chump block duty.
Yep, cleaning up his own. If you were to fetch here, yeah, he's got himself a giant growth.
Although it's the same life either way, because he's paying life to fetch.
But he wastelanded his brushland.
So he grew the Terravor by 3.
One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10. We'll find out how much when he takes trample damage.
Takes 1.
Okay,
Ooh, 11.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not so close.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it looks like Matthew is just completely avoiding playing any spells to turn on that Hidden Givens.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that effect with the Factory then, because if Isaac just holds it up,
Double blocks the
yeah, you can go full block with like the Factories and the
Terravor.
Terravor. So you out the Terravor, I guess, and then but then both the Factories live and then next turn. So yeah.
He may have rushed a little bit there. It seemed like Matthew had one Terravor left, or one Dreadnought left in deck, if any at all.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to like get 2 points in to try to set up a lethal, but it didn't line up.
Now that's a pretty solid keep. No Mox Diamond from Isaac, but you can't really be mad about double Sylvan Library, swords, Hidden Givens, and a Seal of Cleansing. Hidden Givens drawing the Annul, which is probably fine. But a turn 1 turn 2 Hidden Givens is a lot of damage later down the board.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd rather have, Gibbons or Sylvan Library. Do either of you know the flavor text of Hidden Gibbons?
Enlighten us.
It's when these monkeys want something, it's a matter of give and take.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, the first when I bought my first copy of that card, I read the flavor text and I just burst out laughing in the game shop.
What's the other one in this format that's I have a banana this big?
Oh, a gorilla type.
Gorilla type, yeah.
I actually saw a deck playing that, a Fires of Yavimaya deck with that card. Yeah.
Matthew with the counterspell for Isaac. Sylvan Library, but will he expect another Sylvan Library? Matthew giving us no information because he hates the stream.
I find myself turning my head sideways.
I'm leaning.
Trying to peek at his hand.
Yeah. I think I'll be petitioning for new cameras for the next one.
Yeah, donate to us on our Patreon if you want. I'm just kidding. We don't have one.
Join our YouTube subscriptions.
Yeah, I'll keep all the money.
Yeah, we'll use it on beer and 6 milligram chill zones.
And probably some foil magic cards.
Yeah, and Diet Coke.
Buy your premium domain control play guide.
Buy my guide on how to go 1-5 at a 1K with Dreadnought.
Now that sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, it's called Phyrexia or Plague. Plague Bearer is a really, really fucked up card.
Oh yeah.
Right, another sphere.
And a count. Oh, gosh. A foil gush, man.
Ooh, foil foreign language. Gosh, I think maybe yeah.
Well, he is playing with signed Beta Islands, so
And those are the shadow signatures. Those cost extra.
they do. Not the biggest fan of ABU basics, to be honest. They don't really do it for me. My Dreadnought deck has a full set of Nessie Arena basics.
Mm.
Maybe one of these days we'll see someone on camera using like 18 Guru lands as their choice of basic islands.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
Or maybe like a slide deck with all Arabian Nights mountains.
That I can get behind.
Yeah.
No foils, all Arabian Nights Mountains.
Yeah.
Oh, that opt really looked like an annul. But Isaac, he's doing a pretty well for himself with a Sylvan Library in play, and now also a seal of cleansing.
Absolutely. Choosing to get in with some damage instead of holding up for the Russian import in the upkeep.
This is a good position for Isaac because he has interaction and clock and card draw.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was the first game. He was kind of missing one of those pieces at different points.
Yeah.
Or did you choose to keep off that diamond?
Both. So here we see the dominate. Oof. Now it's taking treetop, and I'm wondering if maybe you should take factory, because if you're animating the treetop as Matthew, it can't come in untapped, but the factory you can use it because it's generic, and then even if Isaac swings with treetop, you can just trade with the two.
Yeah, the treetop is just a blank now for Matthew.
I guess he was trying to take Isaac off of green mana, maybe?
Could be, actually, yeah.
I mean, he has the forest.
Because without that second green mana, you can't play Terravor.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, here it doesn't matter.
Unless he has the counterspell or the annul for the Mox Diamond. It appears to be a well-loved Mox Diamond man. And we're seeing a Winter's Grasp on an island.
I would just target the Treetop Village to play around Gush.
I mean, he's going to gush no matter what. Can't gush treetop.
Yeah, Stone Rain just...
Misdirecting ice.
Ooh. Not misdirecting.
What is going on?
We are gushing. Okay. So, fizzling the Winter's Grasp, floating 2, drawing 2.
Isaac now aware of the misdirection in his hand. Using that floating to draw a card. So getting an annul off of that, which is pretty big. But it's not really of much relevance now. Digging deep. Was it 8 cards?
Yes.
If I could add a card to Premodern, it'd probably be Archive Trap. You guys familiar with that card?
Yeah, I wish Mill was an archetype in Premodern.
That seems like it'd be a very fun place for it to be.
I thought of the same question, and I think Croson Grip would be amazing in pre-modern.
Split second, destroy something.
Yeah, like think of it
Yeah.
like an out for Dreadnought. You could out like Opa Wave. You could do all sorts of things with that card.
That would be fun. I'm still keeping Archive Trap. There's enough fetch lands and search spells that I think it'd be a pretty fun. Stifle.
Okay, Dreadnought is in place.
Isaac able to withstand 1 attack. I believe they are in turns.
Sees the swords.
The
And I think a thermal
Oh,
card.
Jesus Christ. He's got 2 more swords in hand. I think you take the swords.
Yeah.
It looks like Matthew's got another stifle, but decides against it. Okay, on upkeep, Isaac is going to go for one of the swords.
Pitching the foil, it's a good sign there's not another counterspell in hand. Hardcast foil. Damn.
I wonder why he didn't do Hardcast first, but I guess.
If only Isaac had kept that 3rd swords on mop. They would have gone to a draw. Oh, he saw the swords again.
And a naturalize. So, unfortunately, here, Isaac opts for the naturalize, which does not play around the misdirection. So, I guess Isaac must not have seen it when Matthew accidentally flashed it earlier.
Yeah.
Or just forgot about it, or it is round 6 of a tournament, so mental fatigue is real, and maybe he's hoping I can remove this dreadnought and not have Matthew gain 32 life and maybe actually close the game out.
Yeah.
But doesn't work out.